Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to see another problem in case 2 wherein we are starting with a favorable passbook balance. So let's get into the sum. Here you can see I've already drawn up the pro forma. Prepare a bank reconciliation statement from the following particulars on 31st March 2015. Bank statement showed a favorable balance of rupees 9,214. How much is our passbook balance? 9214. Okay. So I will write that in my plus column because it is favorable. On 29th March, okay, see in this question they have not given us the cash book balance. So it is understood that we have to prepare this question, this bank reconciliation statement starting with the passbook balance. Let's see the first transaction. On 29th March, the bank has credited a sum of rupees 1650 in error. Okay. On now the bank by mistake has credited 1650 rupees in our passbook. But this has not been recorded in our cash book, right? So what does this mean? Our passbook balance is more than our cash book balance by rupees 1650. So we have to deduct 1650 from the passbook. So I will write that in my less items. Less amount wrongly credited by bank. In my less amount 1650. Let's see the next transaction. Certain checks valued at 4,500 issued before 29th March were not cleared. Okay. So what does this mean? Checks have been issued but they have not been cleared. So in our cash book we have deducted this 4,500. But in our passbook that amount has not been removed. So what does that mean? This means that our passbook balance is more than our cash book balance by 4,500. In our cash book, we have deducted 4,500 because we have issued checks, but these checks have not yet been cleared in the bank, in our passbook. So our bank balance is more than our cash book balance, right? And if I want to equalize it, what do? I will deduct 4,500. Check issued but not yet cleared for payment. 4,500. Let's see the next one. A hire purchase payment of rupees 950 made by a standing order was not entered in the cash book. A payment of 950 rupees was made by our bank, but it has not been entered in our cash book. So what does that mean? Our passbook balance is less by 950 rupees compared to our cash book. Now if it is lesser than the cash book, what do we do to equalize? We'll have to add back 950 rupees. See, in my cash book, the standing instruction payment has not been done, not been made. So my cash book balance is more by rupees 950. But in my passbook, I have the bank has made that payment, right? 950, and that's reflecting in my passbook. So if I want to equalize the two, I need to make adjustment to my passbook, right? I will have to add 950 rupees. Hire purchase payment as per standing instructions not recorded in the cash book. 950. Okay. So now this is done. A check of, let's see the next one. A check of rupees 600 deposited and credited by bank was accounted as a receipt in the cash column of the cash book. Okay. What does this mean? Our account holder is following a double entry cash book system. Now he received a check of 600 rupees and he wrongly wrote that in the cash balance, not in the bank book. You'd remember, right? Double column cash book. So what this man has done is, this is my debit side, my credit side, double column, cash book. So this is my cash balance, my bank balance, cash balance, bank balance. So what has this man done? Check received. He has wrongly written it in the in the cash balance, not this balance. He should have mentioned it here, but he has mentioned it in the cash balance, not the bank balance. So when my balance is brought forward, my cash balance is more by 600 rupees, but my bank account balance is less by 600 rupees, right? So in my cash book, bank balance is less by rupees 600. But in my passbook, this amount has been credited. So it is more by 600. Now if I want to equalize the two, what should I do? I will deduct 600 from the passbook. Okay. This was wrongly mentioned in the cash book. It should have been recorded in the bank book. Later on, they will rectify that error. That's another thing. But for now, for our bank reconciliation statement purpose, our passbook balance is more by rupees 600 than our cash book balance. Now, if it is more means and I need to equalize, what will I do? I will reduce by 600. What will I write? Check deposited but wrongly debited in cash column of cash book. Rupees 600. Let's see the next one. Other checks for rupees 8,500 were deposited in June, but checks for only 6,000 were cleared by the bankers. Okay. So checks worth rupees 8,500 were recorded in my cash book. Okay, in the month of June itself. But till 31st March, only 6,000 rupees were credited in the bank. Only 6,000 rupees we have received. But in our cash book, we have showed we are showing that we have received 8,500. But in our passbook, we have only received 6,000. So that means our cash book is more than our passbook. How by how much? 8,500 minus 6,000. 2,500 rupees more. So if I want to equalize the two, I will have to add 2,500 to my passbook. Check deposited but not yet cleared. $2,500. Okay. Now let's compute the cash book balance. Balance as per cash book. Let's see. 9214 plus 950 plus 2500 minus 1650 minus 4500 minus 600. So my cash book balance will be 5914. It is a favorable balance only. 5914. So this was another example of case 2. We'll be solving some more questions of case 2. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.